Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go! 50, plant! Look at me. Dipper. Snap.
Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a first down throw. Greer. A little juke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
First down, Steelers.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Go.
On first down, it's Greer. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Greer. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Bravo!
On third and long, here's Greer. Room to run past midfield. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Greer. The 20. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 45 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go, let's bring it. Lady.
Here's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave it the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
90
And he's got room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He was looking for Watkins that time.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
First down, Greer. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Greer. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quentin Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Avery Williamson. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Darnold. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
218, chopper. Go.
On 2nd and 7, Greer. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'd pick up another first down with that run.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Dancing to his left. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Third and long, it's Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to go. It's Darnold. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing again is Darnold. Going right side here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care about that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold flushed out right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
No, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position, a couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Greer. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. On 1st and 10, Greer forced out to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Greer on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This one taken just inside the 10.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to Matt.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he fires one, but incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. You got to keep pounding away.
To throw is Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Greer. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 28-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold, and finding the tight end Hooper. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Darnold now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Picked off at the 49, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here's Greer. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Steelers 35, Jets nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there that time, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Darnold eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Who there?
Now a first down throw, Greer. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
60 Pittsburgh. Watch the safety creep. 61, match box.
Play action. It's Greer. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Greer. Ebron caught left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them.
It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 60 yards. Darnold from the gun. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 19 yards away. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the interception, here's Darnold escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was in.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign.